Hello everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Mono White Humans. So I hope you had a great Christmas and a good New Year's by the time this video comes out. I hope you had a great holidays and I hope you enjoyed the videos last week. I had a lot of fun recording the Christmas special last week. Put it out on Christmas Day. It was a nice Christmas gift. It didn't win many matches, but man, that first match is going to go down in history. If you didn't see it, go check it out. I won't spoil anything. I will simply say that there were some cat packs involved, and there might have been some endless whispers involved, and it was a lot of fun. So go check that out. But this week, I also have another one queued up that's pretty good and a little bit outside my style. I'm not much of a let's turn guys sideways as fast as possible sort of thing. You know, I play Merfolk, but that's a little more tempo-based, not aggro. This deck, though, wants to attack. Mono white humans, but really it's human soldiers. So I'll work through the deck here. So the first thing that caught my eye, and this deck went 5-0 in a league recently, it had no Ether Vials, which you would expect here. But I can understand that because you'd almost keep it parked on 1 and 2 all the time, and this deck just wants to go 1, 2, 3 and not have dead draws. So what we have is, it's similar to the 5-color humans, except it turns out you can just play all white and have a great mana base. So Champion of the Parish, of course, when another human comes into play, it gets a counter. Path to Exiles, 0 removal along with your dismembers. Now here we're going to go off the rails a little bit. Thraben Inspector. You remember this one from Standard. It was very good in Standard. You get a clue. It's good value. It's a 1/2 for 1 mana and can replace itself. Now here we go. Soldier of the Pantheon. Protection from multicolored. And when an opponent casts a multicolored spell, you gain a life, and it's a 2/1 for 1, and it's a human soldier. So this has a lot going for it, and you know, in Modern, there are a lot of creatures it maybe doesn't match up great against, but there are a lot it really does look pretty good against. So I like this one here, and you know what? Gaining some extra life over the course of a game, not too shabby. And now it's here, Kythian/Gideon. This is a great 1-drop. If it and 2 other creatures attack this turn, you exile and return it to play as Gideon, and for 3 mana you can make Kythian indestructible. So Gideon, +2, up to 1 target creature an opponent controls attacks Gideon next turn. Until the next turn, one of your creatures gains indestructible, untap it. And until end of turn, you can turn it into a 4/4. So, pretty cool. You get to turn it into a creature as early as turn 3. A creature into a planeswalker as early as turn 3 here. Pretty strong overall. And now we get a little hateful with the Athaliah Guardian of Thraben at the 2-drop spot. And the Thalia's Lieutenant, of course, it's on all these human decks. It's just so good. You play this on turn 2, all of a sudden you have a 3/3 Champion of the Parish. But it's great early because it'll grow as your team grows, and it's great late because it'll grow your team. And I cut 1 Brave the Elements here just because I feel like we just want to max out on creatures. And I run in with the Handwear Militia Captain. Don't know if it's great or not. It's just a 2/2 human soldier for 2, but if you have 4 creatures, transform it, and then it creates a stream of tokens. So there are definitely going to be decks where the board stall can come up, and we have a bunch of 1-drops, and it can come up. You can actually flip it as early as turn 4 in the deck. So now the 3-drop spot has got some good ones. Thalia Heretic Cathar. We get to play all the Thalias in this deck. Creatures, non-basic lands your opponent's control on your battlefield tapped. Great. Now here we go. Field Marshal. This is one of the cool ones. And you'll notice it's a human soldier, but it doesn't actually affect other humans. Other soldier creatures get +1/+1 in first strike. Except, it turns out everything in this deck just happens to be a human soldier. Mirran Crusaders are the only ones that are not. They're human knights, but they're just good on their own. Granger Vios, go get 1-drops out of your deck. Human soldier. Thalia's Lieutenant, human soldier. Thalia, human soldier. Other Thalia, human soldier. Champion of the Parish, human soldier. Even Kythian's a human soldier, and so is Soldier of the Pantheon and Thraben Inspector. So this just goes off with all of your creatures anyways. It's just another lord for the deck. Other soldiers get +1/+1 in first strike. And first strike, that's a good one. Dismembers to round it out. Now, in the mana base, we actually get a little bit here. Because we're mono white, you get to reap the benefits of not having the 5-color mana base. You get a bunch of basic planes. You're not going to get wrecked by Blood Moon. You have Shepherd Dunes. This is a really nice one out of Hour of Wow, I can't speak. Out of Hour of Devastation to pump your entire team. Mutavaults turns into a human and a soldier and everything else. And you know what? Having the non-white source can hurt. Obviously, you have some double white cards throughout here. But you can also get away with it in this deck, and that's why you also get to play some Ghost Quarters. Horizon Canopy, again, just value in the late game draw. Iganjo Castle, pretty random land that exists, but sort of a free roll. It adds white to your mana pool, and so it's just just a play. I mean, it's really realistically not ever going to hurt you. But you can also use it to prevent the next 2 damage to be dealt to target legendary creature this turn. And when we were talking about Kythians, Thalias, and Thalias in our deck, well, that actually starts to be pretty good. Then Flagstones of Traquair, another free roll here. Guess it helps you against land destruction, but you can also kind of use it for deck thinning if that comes up. It's legendary, so you play one, doesn't matter, it's just going to act as a white land. But when you play another one, you choose which one to keep, so you can just keep the second one if you want. But you get to go into your deck, get a plains, pull it out, put it into play tapped. So yeah, I mean, it thins your deck out a little bit, but mostly it's just a free roll. That's sort of what it comes down to here. And then Cavern of Souls, of course, so you can name human, you can name soldier if you really need to with Field Marshal. Heck, you could even name Knight if you wanted. But it makes your stuff obviously uncounterable, so that goes a long way. Moving on to the sideboard, you get sort of the greatest hits here. Stony Silence, Rest in Peace. But we've gone a little deeper. We have a Pithy Needle for, decks where you want a Pithy Needle. Core Firewalkers for burn, also a soldier. Now this is cool. Aegis of the Gods, a human soldier, an enchantment creature. You have hexproof. Play this one against burn. All of a sudden they have to send a burn spell at this. It just sits there. They can't just finish you off with burn. Lots of random things can't target you. I guess Lantern Control can't target you and mill you with their Codex Shredder anymore. So on and so forth, right? Tecatli Honor Guard. Creatures enter the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. I'm not sure about this one. It knocks out our own Ranger of Eos and our Thalia's Lieutenant and our Champion of the Parish, so it's in our Thraben Inspector. But whatever, it's a free roll against you in case you play against Abzan Company. Why not? I wanted to have some fun with the sideboard. Probably better off as another Stony Silence or whatever. 4-drop spot, Gideon of Ally of Zendikar, of course. Anytime you're going to grind, Gideon's just so good, you want it. And you know what? It makes white Knight allies. Well, those aren't going to work with anything too well here, but it's just a white deck and it's Gideon and it's very good. We're having some fun here. We're getting into these creature mirrors. We're playing Odric Master Tactician. Also a human soldier for what it's worth. And when it and at least 3 other creatures attack, you choose which creatures block this combat and how those creatures block. So you can just use it to make none of their creatures block and run them over. But you can also use it to just tear up their board. By making them block badly. It's a 3/4. It has first strike on its own for 4 mana. Why not? Let's have some fun. So, thanks for watching, everybody. That's the deck. Let's go attack some people. It's gonna be fun.